All right, sorry for the cough. Hopefully it wasn't picked up. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this 1v1 matchup. Undead versus Orc taking place here on Tyrannistan LV. Sheik opening things up, well, with a Crypt and an Altar of Darkness. He's on the top left-hand side of the map as the blue Undead. Meanwhile, on the bottom right-hand side of the map, we have Cash spawning as the yellow Orc. Orc versus Undead here on Tyrannistan. And I gotta say, I'm actually a bit excited to see games once more taking place here on Tyrannistan. It feels like Tyrannistan was part of the map pool for pretty much forever and a day. And, well, the games kind of got stale. You can't blame it. Nothing against the map. It's just, after you have so much vanilla ice cream, so to speak, you just want to see a little bit or try something a little bit different. Now that there are so many good maps in the map pool, what this is doing is that it's allowing players to actually choose good maps, or they're forced to choose good maps to veto. And now we're seeing just a wider collection of different types of strategies. We are going to be going on a Blade Master in this matchup. Blade Master, a very strong choice, as that Windwalk, you're able to run around everywhere. There's a lot of room to maneuver, but it just takes a little bit of legs, so to speak, in order to get there. Sheik, on the other hand, going for a Crypt Lord first. I don't see the Tomb of Relics, actually. Oh, no, never mind. Take a place. There it is. It's just right in front of me. All right, maybe I am getting old. I can't see things in front of me. You need to see them further away or a little bit more up close. But it looks like the Crypt Lord will be going for that fast expansion. I expect him to sell that Scroll of Town Portal, pick up some Sacrificial Skull, maybe two, and that Rod of Necromancy. Nope, decides not to sell the Scroll of Town Portal, and, well, there moves that Rod of Necromancy down a little bit further. All right, it looks as though the Crypt Lord is now making its way across over here to try and take on this top right-hand side. And you got to remember, the Kobold has a bit of an advantage here Nope. Sheik actually just using the Rod of Necromancy, and he's going around every which way. This is still kind of a bit odd. Now going after the Apprentice Wizard here. All right, Sheik's creeping order is a little bit strange. Meanwhile, the Blade Master going to be going after this Rogue Wizard off to the north. I don't believe the Rogue Wizard down to the south was taken out. And if it wasn't taken out, the Blade Master could perhaps pick up some very decent items. Picking Claws of Attack +4 already. Obviously not as powerful as it used to be. But Sheik now with a Ring of Superiority and a handful of summons. It looks like he's going to be going for this go wide strategy, getting up a large number of units, and now finally bringing over those ghouls to perhaps clear out the expansion creep camp. Blade Master now going to go ahead and attempt to engage. The Blade Master does have Windwalk, and to go ahead aggro those creeps there, take a little bit of damage as the Blade Master, and now going to be joined alongside a Grunt. Blade Master down to 341 hit points, will benefit from a Clarity Potion and a Healing Salve as Blight is placed down, and the Blade Master, well, that Healing Salve charge is already come to an end. Blade Master has to be very, very careful. There's a Windwalk strike onto a low hit point Ghoul. Ghoul will get taken down. One more final shot off. He gets taken down there. No Ritual Dagger to try to get a little bit of healing. Blade Master already suffered too much damage. Will be forced to try and retreat away. He does have enough mana for another Windwalk here, as the Crypt Lord gonna clear out this haunted gold mine and set up an expansion. Blade Master, perhaps we're going to see a Dust of Appearance charge there. There's level 2. Blade Master, Tome of Intelligence could get picked up here. And there is that Blade Master there. A little bit of damage needs to be dealt. Stop that healing. And the Blade Master will be forced to retreat back. Sheik getting up a Ziggurat here. There goes a Carrion Beetle. He is going to try and fall back here. Tech to tier 2, not yet done. We're only sitting on 7 Acolytes as a new Necropolis now being placed down by Sheik. The Necropolis acting as a waypoint for those Scrolls of Town Portal, and allows Sheik to try and upgrade to tier 2, and instead of just cranking out all of these Acolytes. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, the Crypt Lord and the Blade Master are going to engage against some Grunts off to the north here, as the majority of the action still taking place here on the north side of Tyrannistan. a potential bad surround onto a Grunt there. Grunt, however, breaking free as those ghouls, skeletal minions, and beetles are all relatively low on hit points and, well, cannot really survive all that long. Sheik taking a bit of damage on that Necropolis. Acolytes trying to make their way over. There's a quick impale as the Acolytes now trying to get in on the fighting. All right, there's going to be one Grunt getting taken down, a new Grunt here to take its place as the Necropolis, I believe, was that canceled? No, I do not believe so. Down to 278 gold, unable to train up anything else here, and that Necropolis will need to be started once more. All right, we see that, well, Nerubian Tower coming online at just the right moment as the Blade Master perhaps going to try and chase down another Acolyte here. All right, it looks as though the Blade Master will end up falling as the Scroll of Speed offsetting any slowness that the Nerubian Tower would normally deal. However, Scroll of Speed has come to an end. Blade Master could be in a lot of World of Hurt, down to 103 hit points. Is he going to be able to get away? Just trying to rack up a little bit of that damage there. Are we going to see anything? One more attack, and that Blade Master walks away at 53 hit points. Well, the Blade Master is never, well, always needs some support, and this time around, it will be the Shadow Hunter joining in on the fight. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 1 should be, going for a Hex first, actually, as we see a quick dead chicken right there. Blade Master sitting at 79 hit points with 1 experience away from level 2. Sheik gonna use this opportunity, continue to clear out some creep camps as well, perhaps get to level 3 as the tech to tier 2 is nearly done. He is getting that graveyard as well as the Necropolis is nearly completed. Remember, 1 Acolyte was taken down, so Sheik does have his Haunted Gold Mine up, but it is going to be a little bit of time before we hit full saturation. Meanwhile, what is Cash doing off on the other side here? Gonna try and clear out this Renegade Wizard creep camp as a Forest Troll Berserker, get some Lightning Shield, and, well, just don't stand too close to your friends and you'll be fine. Blade Master taking a little bit of damage here. Lightning Shield right there. We see a Beetle causing some problems. That Lightning Shield is actually dealing damage to the Grunts and the Blade Master and some of those other units, but it doesn't disrupt Healing Salve. Interesting that the Wand of Illusion does in fact disrupt, but Lightning Shield damage doesn't. All right, so Wand of Illusion doesn't deal any damage, but because it looks like a full attack animation, perhaps you could just kind of wince there. Meanwhile, the Lightning Shield damage, I guess, is like being boiled alive very, very slowly. You don't know it's happened until, well, you just fall down dead. Coming back off to the north here, Cryptlord sitting at level 3 does have level 2 beetles. We're going to see that stronger varieties start infesting all across the map. Essentially, those beetles are now more similar to ghouls, 15 to 18 damage with 300 hit points. Coming back around here, we're going to see level 2 now on that Shadow Hunter, Tome of Strength +2 on that Blade Master. Perhaps going to try to finish off this Kobold Taskmaster as this Beetle Go Wide army from this Cryptlord only seen at 31/60 supply. That is a lot of summoned units, but summoned units do still give experience, and, well, you may not realize that your opponent has that experience level advantage. Blade Master finishes off a Beetle there. There's a quick reveal as the Kobold Taskmaster, well, still able to get in some damage. Raiders now coming onto the battlefield. Perhaps we'll see a couple of ensnares onto a ghoul. No ensnare onto a ghoul, not quite yet, as Spirit Walkers now setting down all of that Spirit Link. Low hit point ghoul getting taken down there. Skeletal minions getting cleaned up as well. Nope, that skeletal minion somehow staying alive at 5 hit points as the Blade Master being forced to wind walk his way out of a dangerous spot. All right, more battles getting underway. How come we do not see any damage onto all of these skeletal minions? That would have been additional experience as the Death Knight falls at level 1. All right, that is a lot of beetles still absorbing damage here. Perhaps a couple of more attacks. Still no ensnare by Cash. Ensnare just now getting done researched. Tauren Chieftain at tier 3 now getting trained up. Perhaps we will see a tiny Great Hall and clearing out that natural expansion. Makes sense based on tempo here as the, well, Shadow Hunter going to be picking up some Scourge Bone Chimes for some Vampiric Aura. All right, Tauren Chieftain out on the battlefield. Blade Master looking to go after some of these Acolytes. Death Knight gets a Death Coil off on that Acolyte there. It will be able to stay alive a little while longer. Meanwhile, the Black Citadel now online as well. There is an Impale. There's Dust of Appearance. And damage is still racking up as he slowly runs away. Needs to train up an additional Acolyte. Acolyte just hanging off on the side here. Sheik not yet at full saturation on either of the bases here. 4 out of 5 here, and still 4 out of 5 here. Not quite sure what Sheik is playing at, but he is mining 20% less gold than he could be, or he should be, or he could be mining 25% more. Yeah, quick math right there. Well, still sitting at 4 over 5 here, and still sitting at 4 over 5 here. So Sheik, I'm not quite sure if this is deliberate or not, but finally hitting that full stride activation. All right, Watchtower getting added in. There's that tiny Great Hall by that Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter does have level 2 healing wave to bounce around and heal up all of these units as well. What is the follow-up strategies now? Sheik finally at full saturation on both of these haunted gold mines. Tauren Chieftain, well, looking to clear out these creep camps. Scourge Bone Chimes oddly on the Shadow Hunter instead of on that Tauren Chieftain who's in that front line position. Well, I'm sure the Raiders, Grunts, and Tauren Chieftain would have benefited from additional bit of hit points. Healing Salves now going around here. Pure up to Vitality on that Tauren Chieftain, already at 1,000 hit points while staying at level 2. Main army coming across from Sheik on the left side, on the east side here, going down the bridge. Now going to perhaps try and take out or put pressure on the expansion. Watchtower does not show fortified upgrades anytime soon. 49 over 62 as the destroyers are already in the air ready. Nope, I take it back. Watchtower, in the time it took me to look at the Watchtower and looked at the lumber mill, the upgrade was completed. All right, Grunts going up against Ghouls. We're going to be looking at an engagement. 55 supply compared to 60. Here we are now. Blade Master has an Orb of Lightning, Claws of Attack +5. And here we are going into that engagement. All right, massive number of Ghouls here. What is going to go down? Skeletal minions easily getting cleaned up. The Ghouls could perhaps try and surround this Great Hall and perhaps just try and take it out that way. Meanwhile, we are getting some damage in from that Watchtower. Both sides engaging. There goes a quick impale onto the heroes. Heroes, however, do not stun for very long as the Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down, stunning down that swarm of Ghouls. More damage still racking back up. Troll Berserker is going to perhaps try to launch an attack back the other way as we're looking at the Watchtowers now both get taken down. Scroll of the Beast used here by the Undead. Looks like he was about to take down some of those Watchtowers. There goes a quick impale, trying to offset some of the damage on all of those Ghouls who are temporarily stunned. Lich perhaps going to get some Frost Novas here. Destroyers now trying to make their way back, deal some damage onto those Grunts. There goes another Impale. More damage could get added up as the Death Knight gets to level 2. Death Knight at level 2. Destroyer getting purged down. He's going to be, well, slow moving, so to speak, as Cash now tries to retreat back still. Low hit point Ghoul. Oh, wow. Mid attack, that Forest Troll Berserker could have been taken down, but the Ghoul decided to stop swiping mid swipe here as the Blade Master still looking to engage. There goes another Impale across the other side. 56 supply compared to 57. Both sides suffering big casualty as the Tauren Chieftain now gets up to level 3. Bunch of low hit point Ghouls. Blade Master finds the back of one of those Ghouls and breaks it. 49 supply compared to 56, as we still see this dual Watchtowers here fairly well protected. Devour Magic removing that Scroll of the Beast. Low hit point Ghoul could get taken down. It does. Level 3 going up against 3-2-1. The Lich still needs perhaps more damage, more Frost Novas. There goes the Impale. Perhaps follow it up with a Frost Nova so that they are attacking slowly and then just constantly offset that time and time again. Crypt Lord still trying to hold on to this position. Tauren Chieftain with plenty of mana for another stomp as new Obsidian statues taking place of the originals which were taken down. All right, Blade Master. Well, has to deal with Frost Nova from the Lich. The Lich still sitting at level 1, has not accessed level 2, Frost Nova with that second skill point yet. That's the reason why those units, those Berserkers, have been able to stick around as long as they have, But the Blade Master, however, unable to engage easily against the heroes, as it would slow down his auto attack and movement speed. Coming back the other side here, some repairs underway. Cash trying to hold on to this expansion. 60 over 60 supply compared to 62 over 62. Both sides pretty much in that low upkeep vertigo, wanting to get higher, break out higher, but hasn't been able to do that yet. Enforcer going to go ahead and engage here. Crypt Lord, Death Knight, Lich will be able to get to level 2, opening up Frost Nova. That is going to be a big deal indeed, as well, being able to just burst down units with Impale, Death Coil, and Frost Nova should really start adding up damage on that Orc army. All right, Obsidian Statue is going to get cleaned up here. Lich is now sitting at level 2. Cripple or Death Knight just shy of level 3. Needs 54 more experience. We may see that shortly. Beetles looking to infestate this watchtower or this great hall here. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain making its rounds. Level 4, level 3, level 3. Shadowhunter nearing level 4 and should unlock level 2 Hex here for just a little bit longer Hex here. Coming back around, Destroyers could easily engage off to the north. Ghouls are going to go ahead and swarm, and these towers are going to get taken down very quickly. All right. Death Knight coming back across here. Death Knight should not get to level 2 off of, or level 3 off of this creep camp, but still any bit of experience, not creep camp, off this expansion, off those towers, but enough peons could get taken down, and the Death Knight will in fact get there. All he needs is just one more. There it goes. Level 3 now on the Death Knight, as the Blade Master now has to deal with suddenly level 2 Death Coil, level 1 Frost Nova, and there's an Impale there, just neutralizing the entire Orc army, temporarily stunning it, removing its damage from the equation, followed by the Lich's Frost Nova slowing down the auto attacks and removing that from the equation as well. Cash down to 55 supply compared to 66, as Sheik, well, gonna be licking his wounds and trying to get back into this game. Sheik still is at a disadvantage in terms of experience. 4-3-2 going up against 4-3-3. That Shadowhunter already nearing level 4. Meanwhile, the Death Knight nowhere near level 4. Are we going to see some more items picked up? Yes, Gloves of Haste given to that Lich. Faster auto attack to apply that Orb of Corruption to perhaps multiple targets. Blade Master looking to test the waters off to the north, perhaps try and clear out some of these ghouls or any of these easy to target units, as the majority of the creep camps have now been cleaned up. One thing I will note, Sheik heavily relying on mass destroyers. We're looking at seven destroyers and no obsidian statues. There are berserkers out here onto the battlefield, but remember, one of the patch changes is that the berserker has lost some hit points, now down to 450, different than their normal 475. There goes an Impale there, little bit more damage going to get added in. Lich does get up to level 3, perhaps some Frost Novas onto those berserkers will take them down. Kobold Geomancer's going to get cleaned up here. Tauren Chieftain, well, not putting his foot down there, but he does have a Mana Stone now for faster mana regeneration. 76 supply compared to 67. Sheik, well, having a bit of a supply advantage. 10 supply larger army than his opponent, but well, without obsidian statues, the hit points and the mana on that Death Knight is not going to be, and that Lich and Crypt Lord, not going to be enough to really machine gun out all of those abilities. All right, still making their way through. Tauren Chieftain nearing level 4. Shadowhunter already at level 4, as we're going to be looking at some easy kills, perhaps onto a couple of beetles who have made their way down to the south. All right, easy and snare onto one beetle there. Beetle will get taken down and splatted as the Blade Master regrouping with that Orc army. Sheik sitting on 2-1 upgrades. The Destroyers ready to dive on in. Berserkers are coming in from the side. There are some Gargoyles here as well. And here we are. There's a giant stomp across that entire frontline army. There goes an Impale to try and neutralize it. Scroll of Healing counteracting, as the Berserkers should be able to poke apart some of these Destroyers pretty quickly as well, as long as they're focus firing. But now they need to go ahead and retreat back. There goes another Impale, followed by another Stomp. Obsidian statues are coming across with the heals, as the Berserkers are turning things back around. and trying to finish off more units. There goes another Impale again, and now the Crypt Lord, low on mana, does have a Potion of Greater Mana, perhaps going to try and use that Potion of Greater Mana and finish off these Berserkers. There goes another Impale again, constantly going after these Berserkers. 57 supply compared to 58 as the Tauren Chieftain gets down a stomp here. All right, both sides fighting their way through. Are we going to see some death? Yes, we are. Lich doesn't have enough mana. Obsidian Statue trying to get hit points and mana. There is another, as well, Impale again as the Kodo Beast are trying to retreat back here. More Purge onto the Destroyers. Destroyers trying to finish off, has pretty much finished off all of the Berserkers, save for 2 now, as another one joins in on the battle. Both sides fighting their way through. Another stomp. Those beetles are just getting squashed on. Those cockroaches, well, I guess if you are a Tauren Chieftain weighing over 1,000 pounds, you can step on a roach and kill it. Or beetle, roach, I'm sorry. No entomologist here. 56 supply compared to 57. Both sides pretty even as the Tauren Chieftain now tries to retreat back with a Kodo Beast. We're looking at some big damage onto that Kodo Beast. Kodo Beast could easily get taken down. Death Coil could follow it off, and yes, does finish it off there as the Lich needs a little bit more mana. In comes another stomp. Skeletal Minions and Beetles both getting dispelled there as both sides still fighting their way through. 54 supply compared to 61. Still a battle going back and forth as the Death Knight needs to double back around here. Obsidian Statue actually starting to run low on mana as a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability and a level up on that Death Knight. Both sides fighting. 51 supply compared to 60. Sheik has the larger army size advantage, but the hero level advantage, nearly level 5 on the Shadow Hunter, and level 4 Tauren Chieftain seem to be holding their own. All right, Crypt Lord still sitting only at level 4. Those beetles not yet quite strong enough as we see Frost Armor protect that Lich. Both sides battling it up here. Tauren Chieftain still trying to give chase as a couple of those skeletal warriors may try and turn back around as there is, well, the Spirit Walkers without any mana for this spell on those skeletal minions. All right, looking at the battle getting underway here, we're looking at peons now making their way to join in on the fight as the main gold mines have been mined out. With those main gold mines mined out, peons now being brought over perhaps for some Spirit Link to try and spread that damage. Spread the damage, share the damage as ghouls are now going to slowly getting taken down here. Tauren Chieftain has, well, enough mana, or may try to get to level 5 before throwing down a stomp here as both sides are fighting their way through. Crypt Lord could have a little bit of problems. There's a Death Coil. Tauren Chieftain, is he going to try and throw down a stomp here? And it does get taken down. Tauren Chieftain now getting up to level 5. Triple level 5 heroes for the Orc. Meanwhile, level 4 on the Crypt Lord, right about to be level 5, level 4 on the Death Knight, and level 4 on that Lich. Blademaster hoping to get an Orb of Lightning Purge onto an Obsidian Statue as it retreats away, gets exactly that, and now looking for another similar outcome. Are we going to see another Purge there outside the range of that Black Citadel? No, we are not. Sheik sitting at 56 supply compared to 45. Cash able to push hard with his heroes as the main gold mines are now, well, completely mined out and we move on to these expansions. Expansion gold mine, about 11 minutes of mining here. 5.5 minutes left for Sheik. Sheik has a window of opportunity which is rapidly closing to try and rebuild some sort of advantage. I take it back. Sheik already has that advantage, the economic advantage on the top right-hand side of the map, as that is already fully saturated. Sheik bringing in a couple of ghouls as well. So a couple of ghouls in position, no necropolis, and to act as a waypoint for Scrolls of Town Portal, oddly enough, as the undead and now getting ready to move on out. More obsidian statues, dual slaughterhouse cranking out dual obsidian statues here. A bit of a surprise. How much mana and hit points do you need as the Death Knight, or all these obsidian statues are not going to be able to, well, stay and hold on together forever. Tauren Chieftain now, this time, bringing the tiny Great Hall as we are looking at a beetle going to get cleaned up there. Meanwhile, top right-hand side, Cash, Blademaster looking to clean up a Acolyte or two. The Purges, is moving slow yet? Nope, there it goes, finally getting slowed down there. Perhaps could try and finish off a bit more. Level 3 critical strike with plus 11 attack. critically for 212, and that is without the Kodo Beast giving in a little bit of additional damage. All right, what is that additional damage going to be? Another plus 16, maybe? So suddenly going to be, no, another plus 8, not plus 16. Another plus 8, so maybe plus 19, plus 20 once that Kodo Beast joins in on the fight. All right, let's come back on through. Shadow Hunter still holding on to that Scourge Bone Chimes. Both sides fighting their way. Blade Master is not revealed here. No, never mind, is revealed, but with a potion of invulnerability, able to shake off that dust of appearance. Meanwhile, beetles are looking to take down a couple of these peons as mining is getting underway here. And we are going to actually see some reinforcements, perhaps, coming in from the ghouls here. All right, making their way down. The watchtower could end up getting taken down. No purge as of yet. Destroyers taking to the skies, perhaps going to try and devour magic as a stomp does come in to slow things down. Berserkers looking to finish off the destroyers. Is Mass Destroyers going to really work out here as we see an Impale go down and now level 4 on that Lich? Berserkers trying to finish things off. 5-5-5 going up against 5-4-4. The Berserkers, remember, do not have nearly as many hit points, but the Tauren Chieftain doing his bet, putting his foot down in order to constantly stun. Healing Wave, Frost Nova, Impale coming back around here as the Shadow Hunter waiting for that Healing Wave cooldown once more. Blade Master could have a little bit of bad day. He's going to go ahead and back up as the Undead and now makes its way over. Cryptlord, however, falls at level 5. Who's going to end up getting taken out first? 52 supply compared to 50. Both sides as the Death Knight could be in trouble. Death Knight now down to 196 hit points. He's going to be able to back away as the Blade Master unable to give chase. There's a Death Coil. Blade Master shakes it off with a potion of lesser invulnerability in time as the units are still looking to fight here. Death Knight trying to retreat back, but that is going to be it. Cash comes away with the win. Orc really inching out that win because of its heroes. Those higher level heroes tipping things in its favor, even though oftentimes Cash had the smaller army. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.